Shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace, peace, and greetings. Good morning, and happy hustle. This is another Fly Paper Productions, another Dapperlisses.com moment. A clear image, literally. If you want a piece of it, you'll definitely get some solid ink. Once we get together, definitely gonna be a smooth relationship. And without further delay, without further delay, um, let's keep it block solid. Block solid. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Give folks a chance to get prepared, get your ink pens and paper, get your thinking cap on. I talk in all caps because y'all taught me as a child to always wear my best thinking cap. So I think in caps. I talk in caps. Because I'm coming with my best. And if my best ain't good enough, I don't know what to tell you. That's what you get. You say, well, you can do better than that. Maybe I can. He said, yes, you can. You say, well, why are we arguing about it then? If I can do better, then why are you arguing about what I'm doing now? So that's why this is called Morning Monkeys and Parrots, Satan, Devils, then you and I. In that order. There's no bigger demons and devils than you and me. We're last of the perfection of demons and devils. And it makes sense why everything is so bent on copying us and killing us or us killing each other and things like that. This charge for supremacy. Never to investigate why are we bent on competition, while we're bent on gifts, while we're bent on the ooh-ow, the exclamation of life. Ooh, ow, oh, ah, I, shit. Damn, I can't find my lighter right now. Things of that nature. Let me tell y'all something funny. I ain't gonna front. Now, I have on long johns, right? And I just say this. I'm a guy, I'm a man's man. If you're a man like me, as long as the outer clothing is not touching our skin, we'll wear that same pair of pants for about a week or two. Now we'll hand wash our drawers and our choni, our under stuff, and then put the regular pants back on. Cause here's our logic: the dirt that comes out your skin, or the oil that comes out your skin, or the dirt that goes through your pants into your skin, the layer between the skin and the actual dirt that's going into the pants to the skin, and from the skin going into the pants, you want to mix it up. It's called put that shit in a laundromat. Well, that's called the uh, uh, the long johns. Long as I take them off and wash them, that takes out the booty smell, the sweat smell, and then from the pants, if there's a spill, well, obviously there's a stain, you gotta change them. So I don't have no stains, so I'm still cool. I'm stainless, like steel. I don't steal, but I'm stainless. Yet still, just playing with that. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for waking us up. We ask that you protect us as we go to and from our destination. We ask that you would protect us from our enemies, protect us from ourselves, protect us from the people that we know, as well as the people that we don't know. Because there is angels and demons and devils here amongst us. And I just may be one myself. They must be one of themselves. We don't know. We only know what you reveal to us, Father. Father, I ask you for forgive me for my shortcomings. As you forgive us for our shortcomings. We ask that you open up our spiritual ears and eyes and in our minds, our spiritual hearts, and give us courage. And we ask that you would bind up the spirit of ignorance and remove the mind of what it means to be black in America. We ask that you remove the comfort zone of being a black African American, Father. We ask that you remove all these degenerate spells off of us. But right now we ask that you just give us the tools and the comfort and the power and the mercy to change according to your divine will. To Proverbs before me and after me, and to the Proverbs before me and after me. We say thank you. Welcome. I am Jose Omar. I don't like to say host. Sounds like I'm dead and I'm looking down on my voice. I'm like, yeah, let me hold this up. This is Kim, folks. I'm having a hard time finding a light for the first time. So, what we're suggesting now, what started this video, I was just laying here and I'm like, no, I'm like, but I'm just, I get downloads all the time. And it'd be so interesting. I'd be wanting to critique it so bad. By the time I actually wake up and get to this point, I done forgot it. But I know what it is, though. I forgot it, but I know what it is. All right, Mama. You lighter picker upper. Mom's a lighter picker upper. Hold on, y'all. I had a light. I'm gonna wake her ass up. Not play with like a kid, but we having fun. We're gonna have fun. I found it. Got lucky. She got lucky. I'm going there and jump on the bed on her ass. Morning parrots and morning monkeys and parrots. Satan, devils, then you and I. Excuse me. I know there's some of the things that we do on our thing is not what y'all consider part of your usual pale skin way of doing things and your pale skin version of Christian morals or your pale skin version of Muslim Islamic morals and your pale skin version or your black version of this or that. And I'm, what about your version with the Most High? What about your version with the Most High? Let's pull some stuff up. We ain't gonna freestyle too much. So let me get my other phone. I could use my mom's tablet, but oh hell no. Phone dead. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute, man. I got to. Cause none of our stuff is studio type pre-recorded, and it comes strictly from spirit. And you know if this spirit is holy or this spirit is unholy. Y'all would know. And y'all would tell me, but you fake niggas, you come over praying and this other shit. Nah, you ain't with that. Click. Wouldn't mind that. For those that know how our videos go, just hang tight. Here's the reason why it takes so long for our videos to kickstart. Like, boom, this is what happened, y'all. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, da da da. Check this out. Aren't you excited about this? And aren't you sad about that? And don't you feel it different like this? And you ever feel like you've been coached? You're being coached. Check this out. Sometime today, right? Pay attention to how people address you. Whether it's business, school, sex, whatever. There's like a giant market on your emotions. And if you can picture going to a swap meet and every item is someone's emotion about something on the planet. And if you ain't excited about it, you can't live. That's the monkey part. If I ain't excited about what you're doing, I'm not a man. If I'm not excited about how you have sex or how long you have sex and how you do sex and carry it in your wallet, I'm not a man. If I don't pay all your bills and do what you want me to do, I'm not a man. If I don't literally be in practice Darwin's theory, I'm not a man. Here it comes for the download. For the download, y'all. When somebody tells me, cause I don't do it just like them, first thing that comes to me is monkey see, monkey do. That's the monkey shit. I have to drive like you. I have to eat what you eat. I have to dress like you dress. I have to do what you do. I have to look at what you look at, and then process it the way you would process it. And then when I get paid, I have to pay you. You see that? Let's do this again, in case it flew over your head. You ever see somebody do this? And you go over and say, what you looking at? And you missed it? Miss what? And they say, you missed it. And you say, you missed what? And I'm going to end the conversation right there. It'll magnify in different conversations, in different realms and dimensions in your days. And how many times you don't mention it to yourself? That's why this is morning monkeys and parrots, Satan, devils, and you and I. And I'm almost certain that I got what I can use. Let me get my mom's tablet. Cliches is the number one killer. Is the number one killer in black linguistics. Okay, where is your Google search screen, mother? Wow. All right. What we get here? Coming out. pulled her tablet off for um, dictionary and thesaurus reasons. Dictionary and thesaurus. Now, what came to mind when I mentioned Darwin's theory is this. Get this, get everything outside the box, y'all. To get this, you have to think outside the box to get this. And this is called mirror magic. And when you look in the mirror, you see a person you call yourself black, African American. And so what the Spirit's telling me is when Satan created Darwin mentality, all right, and his legions of demons who promoted Darwin's theory, that was the beginning of, I guess we could say, a type of Dragon Ball Z. The black man and the black woman is like a Dragon Ball Z flick. Goku, Johan, and all that other stuff. That story is really more or less like about black people and Darwin's theory. This was coming to me. Because I always tell y'all, what's a bookworm to a book dragon? Really? What's a bookworm to a book dragon? And so the bookworms, they get books from men, traditions. See, men already have a tradition, religion, and already predisposition on life. And so they write these theories like Darwin. Where does the theory come from? Satan, the devil, and it's all three a combination of you and I. Satan, the devil, you and I. That's three. So when they started Darwin in this monkey dance, in this monkey show, or this monkey movie, or this monkey mentality, there is an ancient place called City of the Gorillas or City of the Apes, where you get Planet of the Apes. There's a real place that used to be like that. Well, these ape people or monkey men are still alive underground. You don't know that. You don't believe that. And so that's why fairy tales were born. Folklore is born. And the culprit in fairy tales and folklore, his best weapon was to tell you, this ain't what's happening. What you seeing is not real. They come up with this word called semantics. You know what I mean? They come up with these clever phrases called cliches. And then we brush these cliches off as like, oh, they don't really mean anything. But meanwhile, you don't know that your life is being heavily affected and affected by this unspoken knowledge or mystery or mysticism. And what's funny is the programmer gave you these words like mysticisms and cliches and gave it a connotation to its being unique in nature, or you've been given the ideology that if it's not it doesn't tickle your brain cells, or it doesn't tickle your fancy, or it doesn't tickle your fantasy, you won't venture into it. And that's the whole point. If your ears is not tickled and your eyes are not tickled, if your coochie's not tickled or your sexual organ, it's like for some reason, if your five senses is not tickled, you ain't a man or a woman of God. Come on, y'all, picture that. We talk about monkeys, parrots. In the morning. Because in the morning when you wake up, what do you think about? Again, this is the proof. In the morning when you wake up, do you ask the Creator for permission? This is how you know if you're a monkey or a parrot. And if your answer is no, every day I wake up, I don't ask for permission. Why? Because you're not a man or a woman. Let me say this again. Only men and women wake up with the desire to ask their Creator for permission. Whether you're in jail or not, whether you're rich or poor, whether you're this or that, you're not a man or a woman if you don't wake up. As soon as you wake up and don't have the desire to ask the Creator of this planet and of the sun, moon, and stars, and the wind and space and darkness and lightning. When you don't ask that great consciousness and say, thank you for waking me up. Thank you for let me give me an adventure to learn about self and things that are outside of self, and where I find you in between things that are in me and outside of me. I find you. Wow, I just got that picture. Thank you for that picture, because I can clearly see it, and I'm just telling you what I see. That's why I'm called OC, and that's why I'm explaining to you what I see, what OC, and I'm revealing it to you. And it always comes to pass what I reveal to you guys, man. So I'm comfortable in that. I am OC. I see. Hosea. I am that. That's why I use that I. Because that's my office that lets me know what I'm doing here. Alright? Like Superman get the S, I get the I with the heart in it. Any other expression. Damn, I was on a roll too, till I start rolling this. We do not condone recreational drug use. And believe it or not, some priests use marijuana, mushrooms, and certain things while they're in their trance. Because technically I'm in a trance right now. Really. In fact, something dawned on me. This is not a video about me. We are the same. I bleed like you. I take a dump like you. I fight off being killed by the police like you. I'm concerned about me being killed by other niggas like you. I'm scared to get AIDS and gonorrhea and chlamydia like you. I'm not scared or worried about it. I'm just saying I'm subject, just like you niggas. So Let's not get that. Let's not get offended. Facebook and to the algorithm and to the watchers, I thank you for allowing me to use certain languages in a educational process, not a racial, not a melancholy touch to it. I'm using this niggas, niggettes, white, black, this, that, because this is how you talk. This is how you think and communicate. So I know, and I've tried it already. If I don't curse you out, if I don't talk that nigga white trash shit, y'all definitely won't listen. In fact, if I don't talk the trash or don't talk jive or don't talk what y'all talk, I wouldn't got this far, for real, for real. So to all the ghetto professors, big ups. To all the hood scholars, big ups. To the School of Hard Knocks, keep pushing out them scientists, man, and out them conquerors. Big ups. School of Hard Knocks is never to be degraded, but uplifted is a learning tool. And of course, I've got sidetracked, right? I've got the sidetracked, so now I got to go back to the beginning. This is how much stuff is on my head. No, I ain't got no stems in my shit. I know I don't. What the hell is this? Is it my blunt? Hold up. I didn't hit the blunt. A natural leaf. Ooh, hold on. Shit. Hold on, y'all. I started getting tingly and shit. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, man. What's up, white bitch? Come here, white bitch. Come here. I'm gonna show y'all the white bitch. White bitch wanna say good morning to y'all. Come here. Come here. Say good morning. Say good morning. Say good morning. Say good morning. Look at the picture right here. See, look, what white bitch do. Look. See, look. She always want to be pet and rubbed and shit. She's just gonna make it touch you and shit. Look at me. Look at me. Look what white bitches do. This is a lady. This is Diamond. Say hello, Diamond. Get out of here. White bitch, get out of here. Get out of here. Come here, fuck with me, run around and shit. You on coke? Huh, white bitch? You doing coke? Get out of here. We'll stay off the table. You think you slick? You jumping on the table, I'm gonna pluck your nose. Stay off the table. You hear me? You hear me, white bitch? Stay off the table. That's a white bitch. She's white. She don't have fur. She has hair. She has 4 legs. Let me show you something even better. This, if you're a woman, this should wake you up. Come here. Come on. Come here, let me see. See? Come here. Come here. I ain't gonna hurt you. Come here. She has these long nails. Come here, quit. She has these long nails. I don't know if you can see them. One's right here. See that? You got long nails just like it. You hear her, you see her, you hear her bling bling around her neck? Click, 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 click. That's her bling bling, her gold chain, her diamond chain. You hear that tag on the thing? That's her name tag. I'm a black queen. I'm a white queen. I'm this. You hear that? What else my white bitch got? She got fur, long nails like you. She do this all the time. Girl, before she talks, yeah. Mhm. Get up on the table and shit. Well, not get up on the table, but I'm coming to the table, fuck with shit, you ain't got no business. But you a bad bitch. You're a bad dog. You're a bad dog. But back to the monkey business. Here it comes. So, Darwin's theory was to teach you how to be copiers, not doers. You were to mimic creation, not be the masters of creation. They put you at the bottom of the totem pole. Because now, 80% of America's ideology is man came from apes. Let's get this. Here we go. What image is man made of?
According to PBS, the term has its roots in Genesis chapter 1 verse 27, wherein God created man in his own image. This scriptural passage does not mean that God is in human form, but rather that humans are in the image of God in their moral, spiritual, and intellectual nature.
Now, Google is a major global information system and center. Global. One of the top 3, if not the top 1, on the planet. On the planet. And it has atheists, non-believers, believers, all walks of life who put stuff in Google. Here it is, you non-believers, you devils, you little demons, you little fuckers, you little bastards and bitches. Here it is. Even Google, the computer, the algorithm, one with no soul, told you man is made in the image of his creator, Yahweh. The machine, who has no soul, has no breath, took all the algorithms and information and the knowledge of millions and billions of people on the planet before us and now after us, has concluded that man is made in the image of Yahweh. That should be a wonderful thing. We should be celebrating that fact. All right? If you have ears, let them hear. If they don't have ears, you keep walking in death. And we're going to cuss you out as we walk past you in death. And we're going to talk shit on you and say something fly and see what the fuck happens. See, because when you leave this planet, you still got to come see me. I just wanted to share that with you. Now, I ain't talking about me as an individual, but me as in there's more of me. Because I'm part of a bigger me than the individual me. See, me that you're looking at is just a small part of a whole bunch of bigger me's that turns out to be like this roll of toilet paper when it's brand new and you need to wipe your shit, right? And I know I keep getting shit. I got to leave the punchlines out. This is not entertainment. Ooh, that weed is harsh. Well, not harsh, but wow. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, shit. Ballistics.com. We bless daps, no more traps.com. So we're looking at two paths. Oh, there we go. Man, who said man evolved from apes?
Naturalist Charles Darwin. According to the Hindu, in his book The Descent of Man, published in 1871, English naturalist Charles Darwin presented the idea that human beings and apes have a common ancestor.
Okay, so we have two ideas here. We have the globe, the universal logic saying man is made in the image of his creator. But now, what happens when Darwin is born and he publishes The Descent of Man? A naturalist, Charles Darwin, presented the idea that human beings and apes have a common ancestor. Now, listen to what this says. If Jesus' descent into hell to get the keys, then Charles Darwin published how man left the image of his creator and became dejected from that image to having a common ideology or a common trait or a common learned behavior as an ape. What happened to man's image that now he's a monkey? What happened to woman's image that now that she's a bad bitch? This is why it's called Satan, devils, you and I. See, because there was Satan, Lucifer, angels, right? Then they come down to earth. Now it's man and woman. Now it gets a little further. Now it's dog, bitches, and monkeys. What's next? What's next? What's next? And I'm supposed to follow and listen to you. So what we're looking at is the picture I just got. That the modern so-called man and woman, which is now the glorified male and female, you become glorified dogs and bitches, monkeys, parrots, and you're dejected from the image of your creator. You're nowhere near the image of your creator. Why? Because you traded it in. Monkey see, monkey do. And y'all all talk alike. How we know? Because 80% of the planet believes that you evolved from apes. And the fact is, listen to this story. What story was it? Book of Jasher. The War with God in the Book of Jasher. Now, in the Books of the War, let me see, this should have been the Book of Jasher. I'm trying to find the one where Nimrod did something. I know what. The Tower of Babel attacks God in Jasher. Okay. Reject the scriptures. It was probably Spain. Let's get this in here and see if I can find it. I was trying. I don't want to draw the story out. Oh, that ain't what that's supposed to happen. No. Let's go back here. Let's go back. I want to read you the punishment. Let's see. Tower of Babel in the book of Jasher. Okay, here he goes in chapter 9. Let's see. 9. Let me see. Okay, in book of Jasher, it tells you how Cush, Shinar, and the other cities was built before Egypt. That's why when black people talk about Egypt is, and the whole world ignores them. Who's ever watching this, get out the mind that Egypt was the center of all things and Africa was the center of all. Get it out your brain. I'm telling you. All right, it's in chapter 11. Because Abraham is living at this time and Terah is living at this time. And they took that part out in order to make the New Testament. All right. But this is not the one I'm looking for. Damn. This is before, I don't know if this is before Isaac. Because Nimrod, son of Cush, which is the black man. So if you want to say Cush, Egypt, Cush, Ham were the first kings in the Fertile Crescent. They just wasn't in Egypt. The right shit, wrong location. We'll get it together. That's why this is called Morning Monkeys and Parrots. You have a whole race of black people claiming the truth, but just in the wrong geography. When they make that connection, it's going to be it's going to be an awesome reunion. Brother, it's going to be an awesome reunion. When the House of Consciousness and the Hebrew Muslims get on the same page, when the black Islamist and the black Christian take off the black, take off the Christian, take off the Islam, and the black man and the black woman take off that back to Africa bullshit. They take all that old shit off and stand in that place together hand in hand where it all began. In the Fertile Crescent. That's the whole kit caboodle. The Fertile Crescent. The word is fertile. Crescent means form like a womb. Because it says a crescent womb, a crescent to the womb, because when the sun covered the moon, it was as if he was going into her, or the sun or the moon was going into the sun. Somehow it was a mixing or a blending of becoming one. Peekaboo. That's where that comes from. When the sun is peeking at you and the moon is boo. That's where you get Halloween. Night, boo. And at sun, I want to take a peek at the sun. You say peekaboo. See what I'm saying? That's the sun, moon. Because the one that's saying peekaboo is the star of the show. Starring you, the new devil. Mm-hmm. If all of black consciousness can say and admit, you are the new devil. You're a mixture of so many devils that when you look in the mirror, that's why they say the devil is in you, black man. That's what they say. You're the devil, black woman. Now you know why. And because I come from the same black educational background, black standards, I think they call it black culture. That's why I add you and I in it. You and I. We're in this together, motherfuckers. Whether you like me or I like you or not. We're in this bitch together. So, we're gonna have to get the fuck up out of this bitch together. Straight up. We're gonna work this shit out. We're gonna fix this shit somehow. We all got a place in this planet. We all got a part to play. And I'm telling you, I don't know who this is for. Keep pushing. Whatever is happening to you, that's because you're in training. Take all adversity as training. I don't know who this is for or what group. If you the person, or if you the group, or if you the community is going through something and you know in your heart as an individual and as a group and as a force is selfless in nature and working as one healthy machine and so much shit is happening, stay course. Do not divert from course. Stay the course. Stay the course. That's part of the natural process. If you used to drink and you find yourself wanting to drink, we're not saying go drink. We're saying don't beat yourself up. If you know, if you're a people person and you always have to be around people and stuff like that, or if you're a people pleaser, don't listen to anybody saying that's weakness, whatever. You know, you ask yourself why, and while I'm out here pleasing people, what am I pleasing them with? Meaning, in other words, stop doing what somebody else told you to do, but ponder on what somebody told you to do. Investigate it. Why am I hearing you should do this or don't do that? Or why are you in the midst of this or that? And then look at your past 3 days, and then your past 3 weeks, and your past 3 years. Or you can use one. What that means, take one moment for yourself. Because living as a parrot is not good. You're always on somebody's shoulder. And anytime when they want to hear your mouth no more, they're going to pluck you. Matter of fact, Jay-Z called that what? Brush that dust off your shoulders. And you literally become that fly on the wall. Dead. Yeah, you've been sitting there watching all that shit right there. And you enjoy being a fly on the wall. Till somebody came and took that thing and said, motherfucker, you're still nasty. Damn. All that knowledge, but you're still a nasty motherfucker. You fly, nigga. You's a fly nigga, boy. So you could be fly, or you could be fly in this monkey shit. Having monkey conversations. Talking like monkeys. Monkey emotions. Hey, who you talking to like that? Beat you up. Grown ass motherfuckers. I'll beat you up. Straight up. Emotional. Parrot motherfuckers. Oh, I heard you said, man, you could have texted me that shit. Had me thinking about a beeper my mom had mentioned. Those the beeper days. I said the last time I remember about the beeper days is when the monkeys, the gorillas, and the chimpanzees broke the goddamn money part in them. And I couldn't use phones when I needed them. So I had to go buy a cell phone I couldn't afford. That caused me to buy drugs. That caused me to lose everything I got. Monkey shit. In fact, I'll tell you a monkey moment. Straight up. From being straight up fake monkey nigga shit. TV shit. The subconscious TV shit. And I thought I was different. Peep gang, y'all. Another fly paper, man. Moment. Doppalicious.com. This is why we bless daps and no more tribes, man. True story. Long ago, long ago, okay? Long ago, y'all. This is a segment out of Letters to a Soldier's Death Wish and to a letter to a soldier's broken heart. That's copyrighted. This is copyrighted. So Facebook, you can't have this. YouTube or anybody else, you can't have this story. And if I find any of my story in your books or whatever, I'm personally coming to visit you, man. So don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. You making money off letters from a soldier's death, which is my fucking story. That is my life, not yours. And I found my life, you hustling my life in your books, whatever. I'm definitely coming to dinner. I'm coming in the fridge. We family, nigga. I'm just saying. If I ever come to your crib, I don't care who you is, and you use my hard-earned work and my tears, because my tears is my bullets, and I don't share my bullets with nobody. And I'm not coming to kill you. I'm not doing none of that. I'm coming to dinner. That's all. I'm coming to eat. I'm drinking the wine. I'm rolling me a blunt. You know what I mean? I'm subject to be sleep on the porch. I mean, I wouldn't break in the house or nothing stupid like that, but yeah, you be like, nigga, I didn't know you. I'm like, oh, yes, you do. I had that shit right on my phone. Yes, you do, right here. And here's found out you're getting paid from it because that was mine. I figured since you put it to work, I should be entitled to a sandwich, glass of water. I don't want no money. I want to come see what my ideas produce. That's the type of man I am. If you use my ideas, using shit that's been blessed to me to share with you, I'm coming to share it with you. I'm not coming to say, well, that's my shit and that. No, that's why I'm making these videos, nigga. I don't need no money. I just need to be the man that's created an image of his creator. That's it. I don't have to do shit. You, man, and you, woman, don't have to do shit for real. There's too many people on the planet that want to do shit for nothing. They don't need our help. Hebrew Muslims, Afro-Asiatics, born in America. When I say globally, that includes our whole family unit. But when we talk about identifying, then we identify each other by continent, not by what's in the continent, meaning the box. Whatever continent you live on, they call that the box or a melting pot. So there's 4 continents, there's 4 pots. If there's 4 pots, then there's 4 burners. If there's 4 burners, then somebody's cooking up something in these melting pots called continents. How we know? Because they called America the Great Melting Pot. Let's find out how true that is. Because we don't want to take Hosea Omar Weather's word for it, as in how. So when you ever see me say how, that's the abbreviation, because I am a Chickasaw Cherokee. I'm not black or African American. My name says how. My name spells how. And we share and tell you how. I am the embodiment, living, breathing consciousness of my name. How? And I say that like that for you to get your new name. Every time a person is being created, for each one that comes into their name, they go to the next stage. That's how the word stages progress. Um, Education. Um, that's why there is mathematics like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we live on one earth and you're using the number 1, and you have a computer that connects you to your earth, your science, your math, your physics, your physical, your lane, and your lingo, and your language, and your currency, electronics, your electronics, which is your voice, and your frequencies, which is your ears, then that should make sense. I was gonna go a whole lot further. That's why I forgot to start, and it's just the way it works. Y'all have to put it together. But y'all know what we're saying. Some of y'all would know what we're saying. So those are the two spectrums, the two choices of being a Satan, the devil, and to what we call you and I right now. Let me tell you a story. But let me finish the story. Let me tell you something death wish. Let me finish. Oh man, I think I forgot the story. Damn. Oh, I'm gonna try to get it, y'all. Hold up. In the meantime, I'm using another part of my brain to remember. I was in Walmart, right? I always buy shit that the average stores don't have. Like this pomegranate juice. Awesome pomegranate juice. This is called, oh, my glasses at? No glasses. What are glasses? I'm blind, man. But again, I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. All right. Let me get my Ricky Smiley on. All right. Preman's Premium Choice Pomegranate Juice Drink. Fresh and pulpy. Well, fresh, yeah. Pulpy, no. But maybe their pulpy is the juice. They juiced the pulp. They took the pulp and juiced it. So I guess it's fresh and pulpy. Last time I seen pulpy, it had the I forgot that plant with the viola or some shit. And it had the pulp in it. And you have orange pulps in it. I guess they took the pomegranate, not the seed, but they took the juice part, which is the pulp. I got that. Okay. Fresh and pulpy. They didn't crush the seed. They crushed the pulp. Now I understand why pom pom is different. Because pom pom has the seed crushed, I guess, and purified into the juice. And this just has the pulp of the seed. Nonetheless, if you are what they call melanated, and a so-called black man or woman or children, get in the habit of drinking a lot of this while you still can. Yeah. In fact, pomegranate is in your scriptures. They said pomegranate is a holy fruit. Maybe I'll spark that story. And maybe there was a reason why I didn't share with y'all, because that is a letter to a soldier's death, which I was going to share with y'all. And I will come visit y'all. Like I said, I want to, okay, let's sort of come back. Um, I'm not a violent dude, nothing like that. It's like, if I see somebody who needed what I have, or somebody that needed what I know, or something like that, they ain't got to offer nothing. But if I see me in you, I'm, I'm, I'm going to enjoy it with you. Yeah, you know what I mean? You're like, how you just going to do that? Well, the same way you invited me into your life. And this is where that vampire effect, this parrot thing comes in at, where monkey see, monkey do. The the parrot watches this monkey shit, and it goes to the the wicked person, sits on his shoulder, and starts telling the the pirate, the parrot, and the pirate. And how is this going to make sense? Because our baseball team here, well, not our, but their baseball team here in Pittsburgh is called what? The Pirates. See how this is coming together? Satan, devils, you and me, monkeys, and parrots. Because there has to be a parrot for the parrot to sit on to talk about the monkey shit. And so the parrot has to get into his ship, navigate, and dock on your mind and on your heart and on your emotions. Find out what it is what's on your mind, what's on your heart, your gifts, and anybody you share them with. Go into the sea of life or to the sea of thoughts and attack people so that your ideas and that your life and that your networks would never become futurial. This is why you had the two turtle emblem for the British Indian sea merchants. That's why the word navy or naval, that's why the black woman is so special because of her body of water, not because of your coochie hole, your color, your skin. That's why you have no respect. Black woman and black man and black people. You don't know this common knowledge. Why your black body is so important. You're not the person that you're looking at. We're looking at a body of water. You're a flow of life. You're a body, and a bunch of you are like a flow of life, and you are water. How we know? Because the bishop of Rome is the ruler of the Holy See, SEA, and the ruler of the Holy See, SEE, and ruler of the Holy Word, letter C, which in Roman numerals is, I think, 100. Yeah, the Roman number for C is 100, was the Roman 400 club. The crown, the cross, the cash, and the crescent. They rule that. The crown, British. The cash, the Jews. The crown, the crescent, Islam. So I'll say it again. Does that make sense now? Monkeys and parrots, Satans, devils, and of course, you and I. See how this is coming down? To know we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And between this rock and a hard place, I'm going to take this rock and say, don't throw this rock at a glass house. Please. Don't throw your rock at my glass house. I live in a glass house. You don't have to peek through the window. You don't have to worry. You have to see what's going on. You can actually clearly see what's in this glass house. And you don't have to throw this rock at my glass house or anyone else's. Morning monkeys and parrots, man. Satan, devils, you and me. Where was I going with this? I need to learn something. I'm trying to learn something today. Oh, what happened in Jasher? Monkeys. Anywho, because this is a true story. And it's true history. Now, how it actually was done, if you have time for that particular detail, it's available. If you dig for it, it's definitely available. Because I can get that information if I made time to dig and get you the full history of how this became so. I still want to do it. You can do it. That's why we're sharing a lot of stuff. In the book of Jasher, the first wave of black people who absorbed all the knowledge, but turned that knowledge into making war on God. See, that's the bad thing about being a black man. See, because the first little black man, in every form and fashion of the term black man, whatever you think about a black man is, in a negativity, even though it's turned to positivity today, the root of being a black man is going to war against the Creator. So, for me, as a living, conscious, breathing entity, for me to say out my mouth and put in my body, in my cells, in my genetic frequency, that I am a black man, is the day my soul begins to rot. See, a lot of y'all don't know, certain words degenerate your soul. I just want to let you know that. But it's so small that you can't tell. It's like that bird commercial, that Windex commercial, where the glass is so clear and you fly right to that motherfucker. Pow! Or you run into, or you walk somewhere and you run into something hanging over. Oh, like doing something with my mom. And I went to go walk behind the car and she hit the trunk button and that bitch dropped. Pow! I said, oh, I mean, it was like, whew. But I said, if I do the paint, anybody, you ever, before you ever get hit in your bones, like your skin and your bones, there's flesh in between your skin and bones. All right. And flesh is to protect the veins against the bone so they won't bust and you die. Um, so I'm practicing pain as just literally an electrical thought. If you change that electrical thought, um, you can heal yourself. In other words, you get injured, no matter, and this is any type of injury, physical, emotional, mental, psychological, doesn't make a difference. Any injury. First, pain has been taught that it's a hurt. It's um, uh, it's wrong. When a person, matter of fact, 99.9% of people, when you hear pain, when they hear pain, try it out. Anybody who's a researcher, anybody who's bored, or just get on your phone, talk show, whatever, and say, and do a poll. When you hear pain, what is the first thing? We don't want details. Well, pain, because I remember when I was this. No. This, when you say word pain, what's the first thing that comes to you? A lot of people who grown up and said pain is really healing, the beginning of healing, and that is a fact. So now, when you see pain as healing, then the devil has no power. It's instant weakness, like water to Kool-Aid, man. I mean, Kool-Aid Kool-Aid to water, man. When you have pain rooted as a healing potion, you're untouchable. That's why people fear death. The pain. They don't know how painful death is. They don't know if it's peaceful. They don't know it's a party. They don't know if it's like an orgasm. You don't know. So it's, pain. I'm miserable. He's miserable. She's miserable. Wait, no, bitch, you're miserable. That's how you noticed it. You didn't ask me was I miserable. You just told somebody I was miserable. And then you monkey ass and your parent ass got together and neither one of you asked me shit or asked them shit, and you just took that and ran with that. Now you mad. Now I'm weird. Prime example. Prime example. Prime example. And this is some nigga shit. And y'all know, Facebook, algorithm, professionals, brothers and sisters. When I say niggas and niggettes, you say everybody. Okay? Niggas, everybody. Niggettes, everybody. Niggas, everybody. Niggettes, everybody. All races, everybody. 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 Niggas, everybody. Niggettes, everybody. Faces, everybody. Races, everybody. Ethnic, everybody. Nigga, ethnic niggas. Got ethnic niggas. In my not personality, but frequency. My Cat Williams frequency, man. Cat Williams, man. His frequency. And when what I hear, and what he's doing off stage, phenomenal, man. That's what's up, man. Fuck your personal life. I don't give a fuck. I know the stories that the frequency that I hear throughout the whole Cat Williams project or your existence, man, is that your frequency. Big ups, man. Big ups, big ups, big ups. Go back to you niggas. uh, and that's how we have that saying, devil, you and I. All right, back to the information. This is not entertainment, man, but this is how I have to break it up and remember all this information. Seriously, you really have to critique. It's a lot of information, y'all. Okay, it's a lot of information. So please bear with me. And actually, that's just why I'm looking for a Hebrew Muslim, male or female. Well, I don't like dudes around me too long, so that ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna have to see female. I love my brothers, I like kicking with my brothers. Don't get me wrong. Um, but what I'm looking for right now, I need somebody what a maid is to cleaning, a writer, what it is to my thoughts, because it's too many. Matter of fact, one of the reasons why me personally, start writing is I couldn't write fast enough, and I get frustrated. And then when I go back to reading, I'm like, no, I'm not putting this puzzle together. I'm like, no, fuck that. No. I have to figure out a more conventional way to translate this information to common knowledge. Then it can become in a million languages. But what's behind the language is the knowledge that's common. Now, how you speak that common to different venues, then that's something different. So when somebody say English is a bastard language, this is a bastard language, how about this? All humans are bastards right now. Ain't no pure nigga nothing. You're either pure righteous or you pure wicked. And in between pure righteous and pure wicked, it's called process. It's called process. And the process will let us know, and in this life and the next life, was you pure wicked or pure righteousness? and simple. But no, the Satan in us will talk you out that shit. The monkey in us will help us show that shit for nothing, for bananas. And the parrot in us will have us talk it and never tried ourselves. Always sitting on someone else's shoulders, hoping somebody drag us from their coattail, or hope somebody tell us what to do, or repeat what everybody else is doing. But none of this shit. And some smarts will say, well, ain't you sitting on the computer? Yeah, but my brain is mine. Which in my brain is mine. How I process how it's mine. So I have something to offer. We have something to offer. You have something to offer. And there's so many theys out there that have something to offer. And that's the same network. But parrots, monkeys, Satans, and devils are too selfish. Is that you and I? Back to the process. That's why the Most High said, don't eat shellfish. Because the shellfish can't get the sun. Because the shell blocks the fish, right? And it goes back to the story of Nun. Because what? They eat shellfish. What that mean is because they cover up Nun, right, in the Bible. Here we go. We'll leave it like that. So they cover up Nun in the Bible, which is the fish, and they shell and shield that fish, because Nun means fish in Hebrew. So you would never see the offspring or know the offspring of the fish or Nun, called Hosea. And so the shellfish eaters covered up Hosea and Nun, shelled them up, fish, and put it on the shelf, and then merchandised everything else after that. So that's where the word selfish coming at. Back to morning monkeys, birds. Somebody will catch their parable, catch that prophecy, and catch what's happening. Y'all catch that. And I got a little concern too, y'all. Please don't get it twisted. I got a little concern. Man, what's going with this? Said, I got it. Y'all couldn't hear that conversation, but that was going in my head as we were speaking. I was like, all right, it's cool. Because I had to go back and listen to this, and I'm like, oh hell! And I know this nigga didn't say this dumbass. Did okay. Well, a lot of what y'all don't know is going to be on my mind when we make these lives. As I'm praying my ass off. Yo, I'm praying my ass off. And I say, Father God, I pray this is your will. And please make some sense of this, because when this thing goes off, I could go outside. And I don't like hiding and running. I'm not good at running. I'm not good at hiding. I'm not good at it. I mean, for the sake of victory, if I got it, excuse me, if running now guarantee me a victory tomorrow, bye. Pew. I'll be back, nigga. Oh my, I'll be back. Shit. She's so funny, but hold on, not right now. We'll be back. That's why I don't like empty conversation, because it's like casualties on the battlefield. Bro, straight up, man. Empty words and empty thoughts are like casualties on a battlefield, man. That makes you a bad lieutenant, sergeant. You can't lead people. You got to be committed. You have to have thoughts that are committed. You have to have a character that is committed to something. And what's funny about commitment, it doesn't always need a title. That's what I learned. Being committed doesn't need a title for you to say, hey, I'm a part of this. There's a silent commitment happening, I believe. There's a silent commitment I trust in that says just do it if you can. And if you can't do it, at least be sincere in everything else till you can. You know what I mean? Death can respect that. Death can respect that you can't get it done right now. But be sincere on your way. Bastards. That's what it started out with. We're all bastards. If the major argument in America right now, just in America, there's demons and angels and this and that exists. Hell yeah, look in the fucking mirror. They're talking about you. And for some reason, out of all of this, Babylon, this, and that, you know what's pushing out the most? Two things, maybe three. It could be a plethora, but what we see. The number one, not least or not, but number one is sun worshiping, sun temples. And I'm talking from experience. That's what I read in the book. This is little experience. And I start off like this. I become what I read, first of all. Because if you don't become that person, if you don't have the mental freedom, in other words, a lot of people don't read books because mentally they can't take it. And what we mean by that, that shit, information goes into your subconscious and you act that shit out and doesn't know why. That's why people say, I don't know what happened, it just happened. Because somewhere they read a few books, whatever, and a paragraph got stuck in the subconscious and it act out in a different form and fashion. That's why people can't read. Just society can't have the same knowledge. I quickly learned that, and it's confirming now that shit. Now I know why. While poor and rich is a necessity, fat and skinny, these doldrums are a necessity. But the knowledge to use it wisely, the Most High, you haven't earned that yet. In other words, you was put in the cart. In other words, the cart was put before the horse. It wasn't that the Most High didn't want us to know. You wasn't prepared to know yet. You haven't had the experience to have that dropped in there. I didn't make an engine for that particular model of car. Uh, 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 um, if we was to use toxic waste in a positive manner, we say for this toxicity, this level of toxicity, for this level of toxicity, this body or this carcass wasn't made to house it, and so no. But since you took a sip of this toxicity, Yeah, you die slow. You die very, 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 very slow. And from you dying so slow, your physical state is getting small. And so from a giant down to this size in our food, you're going back to nothing. And those who's evolving before going to nothing, see that? Alpha and Omega. From giant and dying, you're going to nothing. But though between the giant and the nothing, the small, the something to the nothing, those who are connected to life don't have to perish. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. So number one is the sun. The sun gives life to everything on the planet. Its opposite is the sun and the center of the earth that gives life to everything under the earth. So these two eyes, I know for sure. How we know? Because it makes us earth people or earth tone. Hear that? See that? My skin? Earth tone. Earth tone. You see it? Earth tone. You feel it? Earth tone. Frequency. Tone. The most high. Yah. Tone. Antennas. Tone. Living it. Talking to you brothers and sisters and what? Different tones and different manners, different characters, different ways, different psychological manners. Sad, happy, pain, joy. You see how that frequency, and we have the power to direct what frequency. You see, what if I want to be a monkey or a parrot or a Satan or a devil that is in you and I, meaning heaven and earth and hell? How did I remove all that out and get up to this watery abyss? The way heaven and earth was born is the same way man was born. We were the exact same thing. That's the answer to those that watch this. Y'all get pieces when y'all tune in. Okay, the picture popped in. That's how I was able to give it to y'all. That's how you have to see it that way, or perish. It's in the writing. It's in the bones. It's in archaeology. And so the sun of light and the son of darkness. It's not a good and bad thing. It's you and I thing. My frequency starts with the Ten Commandments. And that's what got us here on this live right now. So the Most High's frequency is real. And that frequency I call Allah, arm, leg, arm, head. What's my head? My temple. Where's my temple? Where my windows of my soul was at? From the organs, the windpipe goes through my nose. The music from the pipe, my voice, my vocal cords, where I sing praise, and then from that praise comes from my holy or holly, or what do you call that? Throat, esophagus, close to sarcophagus, my throat, right? It goes down the holy of holy, right? It goes to the altar, which is my abdomen, and there it praises what's on my heart. Who's seated on your heart? Allah, Ya Allah. The frequency comes down through all, boom, temple, what is in my soul, talk, pipes, vocal, throat, the holy of holies, what's on my heart, it ain't you bitches. What's sitting on my throat of my heart? It ain't your cars, it ain't your religion, it's not your government, it's not your this or that. It's the Most High Yah, Allah, the frequency that is in all what? Things. And that's what's God. And then we have you flip that to dog, and if dog's personality is loyal, and if dog is man's best friend, then it makes sense to be the made up image of what? Man's, and be his best friend. So man's best friend is back to himself, lining up to being what? Loyal to what's on the throne of his heart. That it goes back through the Holy of Holies, boom, through the throat, through the vocal cords. Hey, how y'all doing? Praise Yah. Happy hustle. Good morning. Breathe out. Because in the Bible it says, I gave you life through what? The nostrils. So what I'm blowing out is what? So I breathe out of my nose, in out of my nose. That's what I say. When you meditate, shut the fuck up. And just breathe. And while using all your senses that you're aware of, turn on the music and say, praise Yah, praise Yah, praise Yah, praise Yah. And any tone on your voice, fast, slow, whatever's comfortable with rhythm. And you'll hear a sound like an instant quiet, but you'll hear it outside. And you'll hear two distinctive noises. The noise of life and the noise of your existence. Yeah. That's how your aura lights up. Turn your aura on. Your aura. That's how you turn you on. And I turn you on like, that's free. Oh, you turn me on, baby. Oh, you get on. No. How you literally click, turn you on. You can turn you on and off. You can get up in the morning, talk to the Most High, whatever's, you know what I mean? I pray that it's the creative life. And you ask, and you say, this is what I want to do for me. Then you put yourself in your aura. This is me. This is my space. This is my giggle. There is no pain in my space. And then everything that's against that, you make a boundary. To that boundary, there's a frequency. You say, "Oh, you sound upset. I'm out." Mother, click. Or even if you're wrong, I'm sorry, man. You know what? You're right. See, because admitting when you're wrong is the same way as saying, "Hold up, you angry." Click. Because that's your responsibility when you done something wrong. So there's that balance. So yes, tomorrow is guaranteed. Straight up. That's how you tell the future. And when you how you talk to the future is you live uh, uh, what you study and talk about if you're a teacher or whatever. And the children will come to you. The future will come to you and ask you questions because they're watching. Or you go to them and they'll listen. Even the ones y'all say, "Oh well, their children ain't gonna listen." They'll say, "Well, they'll listen," but they know if you're a fake nigga though, because they'll whoop your ass. I'm gonna let y'all know. Do you want to be teachers and da da da? Don't be out Walmart. You get embarrassed, man. Don't be at the club and you'll get embarrassed. You'll be the next Mimi quick. And no, this is hey, y'all. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you, my Hebrew Muslim brothers and sisters. Oh my gosh, that's how I love keeping it one funky with you brothers and sisters. That's what I tell you. I fucks up, but I like to have fun like y'all. I mean, following the Most High. That's a fact. 10 Commandments. You can do these 10 Commandments, and I don't know about anybody else, but if you want to know if you can live the 10 Commandments and still enjoy life like you've always been, yes. The only difference is you're more vulnerable because you're not a liar and you don't worship lies. That's it. Worshiping lies and being a liar is a lot of fucking work, bro. Just straight up, man. And when we make these lives, man, I pray that this is not a lie because we, like I said, we've been on this thing for 20 years, man, and I pray. I think I'm so humble that there is no memes of me, you know, like. So I thank you guys, man, for giving me a chance to, no, giving yourself a chance to investigate and say, you know what he's saying is real. So we don't have to clown this nigga. So, man, I thank you guys for keeping me motivated. Cause I damn sure quit. Motherfucker making and me. And and it's a lot. It's not, you making and me. And it's the truth. And the information wasn't real. Not one time, but consistency. It's not a good look. So I'm so humble that I don't have a sound bites and memes. Thank you guys, man. Praise the Most High. Cause this is um, a journey for us. This is a journey for people who wrestle with the Most High, aka Israel. So if you hear me say Israel, it's because you wrestle with the Most High. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It is a character like Shakespeare would be a character in his book of Macbeth. You know what I mean? Tyler Perry has his characters in his little movies. So it's more being an Israelite is your characteristic. What's his characteristic? Oh, he wrestled with his Ten Commandments. He don't live them. They don't live them. How you know? Look at their music. We got dignitaries in the White House. They want to put a street artist. Like, meaning, what I'm saying is this: just because a person rap or write music doesn't make them not worthy to be a president. We're not saying that. But the environment is not that soil. All seeds can't be planted in the same soil. That's all I'm saying. If you want very well tasted fruit, you have to put it in the best soil. Groomed and some shit, but the finished product has to be placed in the best soil. And watching black musicians over the years, or let's say decades, has never took themselves out of the poor soil and placed themselves or created themselves pure soil or a holy land, aka new kingdom. See, everybody create new kingdoms and new soils but us. Anybody going to war? Look, they just sent 100,000 motherfuckers from Ukraine recently, gave them money, school. So they're building from scratch. You say, well, they should be doing the black man that too. No, they shouldn't. You don't run the government, motherfucker. You're an employee. You're a customer. They proved that to you with Barack Obama and Condoleezza Rice and what's the other fucker's name? Uh, 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 the female black vice president. Yeah, I smoke a lot, y'all. I do. Cause, to be honest, look. Speaking of monkeys and parrots, I, I like to be in the go. I'm not good at staying in one place too long, man. I'm not good at it. I can't stay in one place too long. Never been. I don't know what is it about just staying somewhere too long. I know when to leave. I guess I heard it somewhere where I guess I read it. Oh, one day. That's how I get. That's how I got like that. I took time out of my life where I was studying all the wise sayings of all the greatest kings ever written about, and then I was studying all the sages of every culture ever written about. In other words, everything that's ever been written about, I studied that. They did the knuckle work. Yes, they did. Big ups to all the previous scholars before myself who went to these landmarks and brought the information to put on um, cyber networks. Got to give them their props, man. You got to. You wouldn't know shit. You wouldn't. So stop that white, black, be the first, baddest bullshit. So in knowing that, uh, we can appreciate our place on this planet and in the process of building our own kingdom without having to go to war. Like now, like here in Pittsburgh, like here, Pirates, right? Pittsburgh Pirates and Pittsburgh Gridiron, still Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, penitentiaries. Yeah, Triangle, Three Rivers, Fertile Crescent. So there's a lot of symbolism here, literally. I don't know why I'm bouncing back and forth right now. Because I'll come to the realization. Because like I'm just waking up, that's why it's morning monkeys and parrots. This is your kin folks, Jose Omar saying what's up everybody. I can't see any comments if you have any. Um, Walmart. Girl told me that I was hollering, hey, you stealing. Oh, I was heated, y'all. I'm like, you don't even make this. You don't even sell this, and you're gonna yell. And this woman come outside talking about, you told us I'm gonna call the police. And I'm like, please do. I don't steal, motherfucker. When you're different. A Mountain Dew, I put it in my fucking pocket, boom. But I drink heavy. This is what I drink. I drink juices. I'm a juicer. I like fruit juices and shit. I drink some soda, don't get me wrong, but for the main part, a juice dude. And I like pure juices. I don't like corporate everybody else with their drink juice. Because I think, because like this, if you want to kill off a whole community, start off with everybody drinks. So when I see everybody doing the same thing and half your population die, I say, okay, I know which way the fuck to go. Or not. So you better use your fucking noodle. Somebody needed that. So that's why I buy shit that nobody else have, or put some shit that nobody else put together. Because when they start knocking off people who dress a certain way, uh, since you want to be a monkey and do what everybody else do, you're going to the zoo or they're going to eat your brains like real monkeys. And since you evolved from monkeys like Darwin, you're pretty much eating you. Don't even worry about it. Okay, don't even worry about a gorilla, chimpanzees, orangutans. And all you shows will call yourself the dogs, y'all the dogs, y'all the bitches. The Chinese love eating dogs. So don't worry about that, you dog, bitch, niggas, and niggas. Your food. They eat dogs too. So what else they eat? uh, yeah, so, and it's even in the, speaking back to politics, it's even in a home security thing. The description of a domestic terrorist. Check this out to prove my point. See, I don't think this is some random bullshit. Description of a domestic terrorist. What do a domestic terrorist look like? Hold up. How did that shit get turned off? That's crazy. Oh wow. That's crazy. Detail. Ah, for real. That's crazy. Okay. What do the domestic terrorists look like? Check it out, y'all. I think I did a video. Matter of fact, I did do a video on this a long time ago. Yeah, when it first came out. Yeah, I did this a long time ago. What do they look like? Okay, Congress.gov says, www.congress.gov says white supremacists and other far right-wing extremists are the most significant domestic terrorism threat facing the United States. That's a video in itself. They can't go back to England, and this is not their home. This is their loss. This is their version of tribes in exile. The ones that got kicked out of England, and the slaves and the murderers and stuff, they get kicked out of England. That's how they claim to be in the lost tribes in captivity. Which is, if you had a Pelskin version, that would fit the storyline, right? I'm trying to find. I'm looking for what it look. What do they wear? It won't tell me what they look like. News, shopping, videos, maps, images. All right. Well, so far, I'm not saying right or wrong with this or that. And look it up yourself. But they're all pale skins. And they even have something that says we're all domestic terrorists. So, um, I'm going to show y'all something. In your face. If you dress like them, you'll be destroyed. That's against the law in itself to be a domestic terrorist. So everybody there is telling you, I'm a rapist. Now let's take this out. What does terrorist mean? Hold on, y'all. Hold the phone. What do terrorists mean? All right. Oh, my phone's dead. Dang, man. a headache. I'm upset. It gave me a headache. I feel it made my lump hurt. Shut up, cut out. That means I'm falling. That means I'm failing at my mission, at my purpose. I don't like. I don't like that feeling. All right, so for that shit hurt too. I'm upset. All right, this I have to go with this for y'all. All right. So here's the picture of we are all domestic terrorists. Let's see what their website is hitting for. All right. Who is these guys? This is the website. Oh shit! I can put the TV on. I'm up here bullshit. I forgot about this shit. In the black, but also red. Oh, dude's funny, right? She like, product is online. She came on my kid. She's like, oh, mine's like yours. So ultimately be our so now she like the fact that she can. Where people come and you can celebrate yourself. Use her tablet. How are you prepared for the amount of racist shit that's about to come from this? My goal. Like this is some George Jetson for real. All right, I'm with you now. CPAC Dallas panel proclaims we're all domestic terrorists. So let's get into what they're talking about here. We don't want to misconstrue without reading. Oh, I got another story for y'all, man. Oh my goodness. This about this judge. Texas political expert says the moniker is another example of right-wingers co-opting a pejorative label applied to them by the left as a badge of pride. Out of that, this one goes over the line. Pejorative. I did a video on the legal term or the translation from a word to a law term in this phrase called pejorative. And with this word pejorative, it allows you to take a word that is so vile in nature and flip it into what you want to make it, and then use it as a legal force in a decision. Like we are all domestic terrorists. By law, you are the enemy of everybody who lives in common goal in America. Because one, the word domestic, you say we're all domestic. Okay, we all about that. All right, fuck it, we're domestic. I'm with that. I'm in that car. Okay, cool. I'm strapped up. I'm ready. We domestic. We all domestic. I'm with you. Let's go. I hit the weed, nigga. Hit the weed. We go. What color skin you in? What color skin you out? Let's go. If you're domestic transgender, give a fuck. You're domestic murder, all right, don't give a damn. You're domestic pedophile, don't care. We got laws in this domestic shit. Next. But now, we all domestic terrorists. Hold up. No, we all ain't. No, we're not. So here's an argument coming here. CPAC Dallas panel proclaims we are all domestic terrorists. So CPAC says that out of the rest of you domesticated niggas and niggas, we are domestic terrorists. You want a drink? And we use it in a pejorative manner. It should protect us from being prosecuted as traitors. as enemies of the state have gone rogue. Change the system, you change the people. It only takes one cup to poison the whole people. How we know? Because they use one blanket to destroy thousands, hundreds of nations, tribal nations. So we know the power of just one thing or one idea or one spark that burns down the whole house or one spark that burns the whole forest. But we know from that one spark that burns everything, there's that one spark of life that rejuvenates everything. So let's get sparkly. Let's get sparkly, y'all. Good morning. Oh, shit, that hurt. Oh, everything hurts. Oh, oh. I ain't gonna perk, y'all. Fellas and fellettes. If you out in the streets, or yeah, y'all, it's like this. Or if I guess we'll try this. If you know anybody that's out in the streets, right, and you see them spurts of growing and getting back up, growing and get back up, leave them niggas alone. Uh, You'll later on find out that through that growth process, it was really fun. When you get old enough to look back, you're like, you know what? For 40 years, I had a chance to be a kid or childlike. Yeah. AKA, when I was a child, I did childish things. When I grew up, I had to put on my manhood. But never lost a childlike characteristics. I had to know how to have a childlike demeanor when it comes to adult situations. Yeah. Meaning the youth or the child never dies in us, because that's our foundation, aka our childhood. And and what's happened in the program, our childhood has been, oh my goodness, been cut off. Uh, ooh, childhood cut off, man. And so we're doing a research of the mentality and the conversations between our children. Is the childhood. What's in your childhood? Man and womanhood. Or like what's under the hood of your car? What's under the hood of your child? What's in your child's hood? And then put the man there. Then put the woman there. And then the man say, am I really a man? The woman say, am I really a woman? And the child will say right here, well, where's my hood at? Now we know where responsibility is at now. Everybody's been reminded of their part. So there won't be no more bickering of what a man is and what a woman isn't. Because everybody went to their own corner and said, what's under my hood? What's my womanhood? What's my manhood? What is this? What is it that I should put in my hood? Because you have to go out to your what? Neighborhood. But the dog, parrot, is comfortable living in a cage outside their manhood, womanhood, childhood, and neighborhood. And they both, that fits too. That fits. But since it's cool to have a Satan tearing you all the fuck up with lies and death and fear, we breeded devils who wake up unconsciously wanting to hurt somebody in any form of fashion. In any form of fashion. Wake up wanting to hurt somebody. And they got all their flying monkeys called narcissists. Look it up. I'll put a bunch of banners that says what a flying monkey really is in retrospect and in its turn. And it's in Wizard of Oz and Oz. Black people's flying monkeys, they was represented with biker gangs. The white man's version of the Wizard of Oz, the flying monkeys was literally blue monkeys, Indians, the Hindus, with wings, with the hats. With the Hindu hats and the Arab type uniforms. They told me Harley Davis for the black bikers, or whatever black folks rode back in the days. I'm pretty sure it was Honda or Harley Davis motorcycles. That was the flying monkey's wings. And the Hindus with the blue pandas and all that shit, with the blue elephants and the blue monkeys in India, Hinduism, you get the blue flying monkeys. And they believed in the spirit, so they actually gave their monkeys wings. See the Hinduism, Shiva, Cerns, Beyonce, Queen Bee, Babylon, Babylonian connotation. Sit here and rap to y'all, man. Lean back. Back starting to hurt. Y'all my therapist. Did I tell y'all about my therapist, man? Y'all my therapist, man. Let's go get this therapy, yo. Oh, shit. At times I could be a monkey, forget. Here we go, white bitch. All you want is some attention. What you want? What you want? What do you want, man? What? What's up with this bullshit, yo? What's up with this, yo? What do you want? I'm not rubbing. I'm not your personal rubber nigga. Damn, white bitch. I'm not your personal rubber nigga. No. I'm talking to literally a dog, y'all, okay? Facebook or anyone else. It's a female dog. And she's white. And her name is Diamond. Okay? So we're not talking about people. We're not talking to a particular race. We talk literal. I have white. And that's what we mean by La La Land and Wizard of Oz. People don't want to communicate and build relationships off of having that literal conversation. And what's diabolical about this skill is, right, that's the wrong term. That's what my fault. It went somewhere else. I shouldn't have said that. It's not diabolical. Speaking literally, no, it is diabolical. Speaking literally, speaking and living literally, it gives no room for imposters to get to the core of you. And they don't like that, imposters. They egotistical. They were, yeah, they're so confident. Wow. I noticed him on camera, right? And something in my head said, hell no. It's just very worse. And it forsaken me on the camera. I was about to communicate with it, but I'm not a magician. And what's crazy is when I'm putting my brain on like you guys, thinking like you, like, weird shit be happening. That weird shit, like crazy shit. But you know, wow, for real. So what all this really means is monkeys, parrots, devils, say you or not. It is this information that's being kept out on how to heal ourselves, the power in our vocals and the power in our hearts. See what else? Uh, uh, I think that's it. The spirit saying that's it. Wasn't that road too heavy? But I think there was one more story, something that just happened. Oh yeah. All right, this is gonna get. Check this out, y'all. This is some jive shit, y'all. Some jive shit, y'all. Doubleissues.com, where we give daps and we don't bless traps. Every single morning, we wake up with a smile, say what's up, get some coffee. Now we're chilling out. Uh, y'all bless another dap. Yeah, y'all bless another dap. Praise y'all, may y'all bless another dap and no more traps. Just a quick commercial. Yeah, so look, folks, I don't know if you remember my scooter incident where cop thought I was selling drugs and blah 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 on my scooter and try to blame it on a DUI. So fast forward, go to court. The Civic is way downtown. And so, long story short, I told the judge, I said, look, is there any way we could just, I don't, this shit don't need to go downtown, man. Because in my mind, I shouldn't have to say nothing. We already know what I'm in court for. I shouldn't have to say nothing. So I said, Judge, can we just go ahead, give me a fine, man, and I don't need to go downtown with enough shit. And she proceeded to come out of her mouth. Yeah, you heard what I said before I say this. She proceeded to come out of her mouth. it's all fine and well. You go to start law school, but you could not be drinking and driving behind the wheel. I don't know where you get that from. Blah 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 blah. And she said, and not to mention, uh, uh, you can't drive without a driver's license. That's why we here at the state make sure we get your driver's license. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, hold up. I should be drinking and driving behind the wheel. One. Two, she said, I need a driver's license. On a scooter? I have my scooter right here in the courtroom. The officer of the court sees I come up with a scooter. Who's drinking and driving and being drunk on a scooter with a driver's license? I mean, I understand you can't drive license ID. You don't need a driver's license for a scooter. Now, I'm definitely in this matrix now. Doctors. Y'all, I'm telling y'all my doctors, man. Y'all my therapists, motherfuckers. I'm telling y'all, if I don't get this shit out, look, I'm so grateful for this YouTube shit, da da da. Cause I could just get, there's so much shit going on. This shit will fuck you up. Internet is therapy, for real. I'll let y'all know. People, for real, the internet is really a psychotherapy thing because you get to find out what humanity is thinking about all at one time. Just look, and you're like, yeah, humanity is fucked up. Because you can tell by the stories and by the likes. If you go one generation and see the most likes, if you're like, yeah, he's fucked up. So, let me lay back. Doctors, y'all my doctors. All of you, y'all my doctors, man. Thank you, Doc. Love y'all. So anyway, I said, I'm like, okay. And this is some jive shit. I'm a warrior, man. I'm a loyalist, man. I got you, Pimpin'. I'm not gonna watch you sink, man. I'm not gonna watch you forget yourself. I'm not gonna say I can't do it. Alright? And I don't know if you pale skin females was scared because she black or because she a black judge. I don't know. But and she's telling me I need driver's license. And I'm drinking, and she giving me the biz too, where she's saying it, and driving. So I'm driving without a license. She's upset, and after she said what she said, she stood up and left the courtroom. Now, I don't know if I was the only one at all, but what gave the judge a little pass is she said, "I didn't read while we're here." But what I did see was a DUI without driver's license and driving while under influence. I gotta keep saying it because it's the scooter. And then she says, oh, what she said after that? No, she leaves out. And I'm looking at the DA and all the King's men. And I'm like, you gonna let Humpty Dumpty fall like that? Nobody told the judge that this is a case about a scooter and not a car. And it went downtown for big court. Yeah, doc. I got pulled over my scooter because, yeah, man, I'm like, y'all some jive ass motherfuckers, man. You shot there and let the judge on record. Well, this is crazy. Oh, she said, you can't be drinking and driving or smoking weed behind the wheel. Oh my goodness. I mean, she was giving it to me too. Looking at me like, motherfucker, you old enough to know that you ain't supposed to be drinking and driving. And you ain't got no driver's license. And all this time that she had me to bed, she's being the black woman that she is, and she's a black woman judge that she is, and she has that black woman judge power. Look, yeah. And she giving it to me too. And even though she admitted that she didn't read the thing, I'm like, did she ever read the thing to make that statement? And it just was amazing. I'm like, you know what? I said, well, that this is not what's young anymore. They ain't trying to too many times anyway. But anyway, y'all, so I'm gonna hold y'all up no more. I'm going back to sleep. It's me, we guy. I love you guys, man. You Kim Fogle, who's there, Omar, man. You know, being mindful of that monkey talk, that idle chit chatter. You know what I mean? If you happen to communicate with folks, make sure it ain't no parrot talk. You know, research that shit, man. Make sure there's of some substance. Like even right now, you know, yeah, I shared a couple of stories, and you might even mumble a few times. But nonetheless, you've learned something. You can research it. You can practice it. You can elevate. We can communicate and respond through the heaven, the earth, seven seas, and all things around us and in us. We can find something that they will all connect up and agree. So we stay useful, right? Pinky swear. Uh, Heavenly Father, we thank you for allowing us to enjoy this morning. And thank you for the ability to speak your word and share some of your glimpses of the past, present, and future. But we ask for permission to go to and from our mental as well as our physical destiny. Um, we pray you be with us. You be with us. I personally ask, how can I serve you today? And or how can we serve you today? According to your divine will. And Holy Spirit, I come. It's a probably for me not to say thank you. Say la.